Hi everyone, welcome back to Storytime Recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap one of the film from 2014, Before I Go to Sleep. Without any further, let's get started. The movie begins with a close-up of Christine Lucas's red eye. She is 40 years old and awakens in a bedroom she does not recognize. She is clueless about her whereabouts and does not recognize anything around her. She is shocked to discover that a middle-aged man is sleeping in the bed next to her. When she enters the restroom, she discovers taped images of herself as an older woman. She also notices a picture of a man with the caption, "Ben, your husband." Nothing about it seems familiar to her. He approaches her in the bedroom and identifies himself as Ben, her husband. They have been married for decades. He tells her she was involved in a terrible car accident 10 years earlier that left her with brain damage.
Problems remembering things.
Every night when she goes to sleep and the following morning she wakes up with nothing, she loses all memory of her life from her early 20s onward. Every morning, Ben has to follow the same routine. He shows Christine pictures and recounts their courtship and marriage. After getting dressed for work, Ben departs to teach at a local school. As Christine is looking around, a neurologist named Dr. Nash contacts the house. He tells her that she has been receiving therapy from him for the previous few years and instructs her to find a concealed video camera in her closet. Dr. Nash tells Christine not to inform Ben of the camera. He tells her to watch the videos and to call him back. Christine views a video journal of herself that she has never seen before. She has been keeping a video journal for the past 2 weeks, which has led to a lengthy flashback that demonstrates what she has discovered thus far. After that, she sees Dr. Nash, who tells her that she has been seeing him for a while without her husband knowing, and that he is trying to help her manage her illness.
Are you alright?
Dr. Nash goes on to say that she lost her memory 10 years ago after being attacked and left for dead close to an airport hotel. She is rather perplexed, though, because her husband Ben said that she suffered a vehicle accident. She questions why Ben misled her about what caused her amnesia. Dr. Nash says, perhaps it's simply easier. Then, he takes her back to the location where she was discovered after the attack, in the hopes that it may bring back memories. The man who found her explains, she was discovered at the airport a long time ago, and she had blood all over her body. She was naked, apart from a plastic sheet from a nearby hotel. She asks why she would be staying at a hotel, and Dr. Nash thinks that she was having an affair because the medical examination showed she had sex shortly before the incident.
Suggested not.
Later that night, when she returns home and starts recording her new discovery, while she is sleeping, she has flashbacks to the time she was attacked at a hotel. The next day, Dr. Nash shows her some pictures. Some were taken random, others from her file. One particular picture causes distinct neural excitation, the picture of a red-haired woman named Claire. At home, when she questions Ben about it, he responds that Claire was her best friend and that she was unable to cope with Christine's condition after the tragedy. After she moved overseas and stopped communicating with Christine,
Where she went, you couldn't remember.
Ben shows her photos of herself with Claire and claims he kept this information secret to keep her safe.
15 minutes after shooting.
The following day, Christine has a flashback and remembers that she had a son.
Isaiah, I wonder what...
She confronts Ben angrily for concealing their child. However, she is shocked to learn that their 8-year-old son, Adam, passed away from meningitis. He has been hiding all of these secrets from her in order to prevent her from having to go through the agony of that incident again.
Adam...
While sobbing, she then continues to record these agonizing revelations. As she sleeps, Christine keeps having trouble remembering baby Adam. This leads to a very strange dream in which Adam gives her a painting of a man with a scar on his face, named Mike. The following morning, when she informs Dr. Nash that she believes Mike was the name of the man she had an affair with and that he was the one who attacked her, Dr. Nash comforts her by giving her a hug and almost kissing her. But his jacket opens to expose his hospital ID and full name, Mike Nash. She gets a vision in which Nash assaults her in a hotel. Right away, Christine backs off and flees from him, but he catches her and gives her a sedative, leaving her at home. Later that day, she receives a call from Dr. Nash, who explains that he gave her a light sedative to help her relax and that she had what is known as confabulation, in which her imagination filled in the blanks in her memory, making him the person who had harmed her.
It's about Ben.
The next day, when Christine sees Dr. Nash again, he feels he can no longer treat her because he has feelings for her, which is utterly inappropriate. Before they part ways, Dr. Nash shares with her a startling revelation. Ben had put her in an assisted living facility in 2007 and later divorced her in 2009, leaving her there.
Transferred from the site to arrange a visit. It seems
Additionally, Claire, her best friend, had been attempting to get in touch with her at the care facility. Then, Nash gives her Claire's phone number. Following that revelation, Christine furiously confronts her husband and demands to know the truth about why he divorced her for years prior. There, after losing his son, he discloses that he became depressed and divorced her, abandoning her in the care facility. But he quickly had second thoughts and returned to her, vowing never to leave her again. Knowing this truth, Christine understands this situation and she hugs him. Later that day, Christine called her best friend Claire, and when she hears her voice, she starts to remember things from their history.
I've been waiting for this phone to ring, hoping it might be.
They decide to meet at a nearby park, where Claire explains the reasons behind their connection decline. Ben, Christine's husband, and Claire had a single sexual experience since they were both grieving over Christine's memory loss.
I put my arms around him.
Feeling obligated to maintain the marriage between Christine and Ben, Claire cut off communication with her and avoided their lives. After expressing regret, Claire hands Christine a letter that Ben wrote to her. Ben sent her this just prior to their separation, asking Claire to forward it to Christine if she ever recovered enough to read it. Ben writes to Christine, saying he loves her but that because of her health, he had to put her in a care facility.
You loved would run into your arms and you would pick him up.
Even though she appeared content there, he chose to leave her for the sake of their kid Adam. Because he couldn't comprehend her memory loss, Adam started to fear her. Ben believed for Adam's sake that they needed to leave her, and he begs her to understand. After reading this letter, Christine may now appreciate how challenging it was for Ben to manage her amnesia.
Forgive me.
Out of appreciation for his love and attention in a video, Christine declares that Ben is her protector and lover and that she wants to start a life with him. At night, she chooses to show Ben the video she recorded with the digital camera. She also reveals to him that she has been visiting Dr. Nash for a while and that, although she didn't believe Ben at first, she now has total faith in him. But after accusing Christine of having an affair with Nash, Ben becomes furious, hits her, and leaves. When Christine and Claire discuss what happened over the phone, Claire is perplexed because she knows Ben, who is a truly decent gentleman, and he would never strike her in that manner. So, Claire chooses to phone Ben. A little while later, Claire calls Christine again and informs her that Ben says he hasn't seen her in for years. Claire asks Christine if Ben, the man she lives with, has a scar on the right side of his face. She looks at Ben's photo, but there isn't one. At that point, they discover the wedding photo is phony and the man she is living with is not Ben. Christine tries to leave the house right away, but Ben knocks her out. The following morning, when Christine wakes up, she has no memories. She discovers the camera and sees her entry declaring her love for Ben and desire to start a life with him. Ben calls Christine and tells her to pack, that they are going on a trip.
Love you.
That evening, Ben brings her to a hotel near the location where she was discovered. In the hotel room, she gets glimpses of what happened 10 years ago. He reveals that he is Mike, the man she had an affair with. Then, Christine recalls that Mike had asked her to tell Ben about their affair, but she had declined. Their argument culminated in Mike viciously attacking Christine, resulting in her amnesia.
It's all right.
He also inadvertently reveals that Christine's son Adam is still alive and declaring his love for Christine. Mike deletes the videos on her camera and states that he is no longer interested in playing the part of Ben. He warns Christine that if they don't live together, nobody will. After another altercation, Christine knocks Mike unconscious and leaves. While fleeing the hotel, she activates the fire alarm, and while waiting in an ambulance, she is captured on camera telling her experience.
I will never let anyone down. I will not.
After she wakes up, Nash visits Christine in her hospital bed, but this time he is her friend rather than her therapist. He tells her that Mike, the individual causing her illness, has been taken into custody. He tells Christine that she has visitors and that he hopes the visit will provide the breakthrough they have been hoping for. The real Ben comes to visit Christine and he's brought someone else, Adam, their son who never died of meningitis. As she sees Adam walking into her room, her memories come flooding back. As they embrace, she sheds happy tears and the film ends. Thanks for watching, and remember to turn on your notifications to watch more movie recaps like this one.